Today, I am going to give just one big, glaring example of how the right-wing Republican worldview just fundamentally makes no sense at all. All right? So, every time I'm having an argument with a right-winger, they will almost always at some point end up telling me the same thing. And what they always want to tell me is that I'm being lied to, that the left-wing lie machine and the liberal media has brainwashed me. Okay. And then every time we get to this point, I always just want to ask them one question. And it's a question that no Republican can ever really properly answer. And this is how it goes, right? So, if I'm being lied to and I've been brainwashed, well then, who is lying to me and why? Who is behind the left-wing lie machine? Who's funding it? What powerful entities in this world have an incentive to do liberal propaganda, to push a left-wing agenda? Hey, I challenge any Republican out there to answer that question without immediately resorting to ridiculous globalist, lizard people, flat earth conspiracies, right? Good luck. But now, if you flip it around and you ask me the same question, it's easy for me to answer it. Corporations and billionaires own all of our news media. They own the social media apps that we're on right now, and they own the government through a system of legalized bribery. And these people have a massive incentive, a massive financial gain to be had by doing right-wing propaganda, by pushing a right-wing economic agenda. Because what do corporations and billionaires want? Well, they want lower taxes, less regulations. They want to be able to treat their workers like garbage and pay them as little as humanly possible. And they want as much profit as possible. And well, I basically just laid out the whole Republican economic plan in a nutshell for you. And it's not a coincidence. You see, fundamentally, when it comes to the powerful people, the billionaires who really run this country, there is simply no incentive, financial or otherwise, for them to want to push a left-wing agenda. And you know why? It's because the left-wing agenda is to take their money and redistribute it back down to the people where it belongs, where they stole it from. Wealthy, powerful people are not typically in favor of giving up their wealth and power. The idea that a media which is owned by corporations and billionaires could ever be liberal or left-wing is an oxymoron on its face. It just makes no sense. Now, the truth is, the news media in this country is not liberal. It's right-wing, and it has been for a long time. Virtually everywhere, every outlet, news source that Republicans in this country get their information from, whether it be the old legacy outlets, the mainstream media, Fox News or Newsmax, or the online personalities of Charlie Kirk, Ben Shapiro, Nick Fuentes, or PragerU, absolutely every single one of them are nothing but paid propagandists. They are being paid hand over fist by billionaires to push a right-wing agenda. They're being paid by people who have a massive financial incentive in tricking you into believing that the problem with America is immigrants and lazy liberal freeloaders and transgender people, to keep us fighting with each other so that we are too busy and distracted with that to fight back against the real culprits who have destroyed America, billionaires. Like, if you want to come on here and make videos that push a right-wing agenda, if you want to put a right-wing perspective out there, there will be an army of powerful special interest groups, corporations and billionaires, who are just lining up, dying to give you millions of dollars to do their bidding. The truth is, the right-wing media in this country has all the money, all the power, all the powerful interest groups behind it. The billionaires who really run this country are heavily invested in pushing a right-wing agenda because the right-wing agenda is about making them richer and everyone else poorer. Meanwhile, on the other hand, on the left, no powerful special interest groups, corporations, billionaires, or otherwise, will ever pay me money to do this. You want to know who's really behind the left-wing lie machine? You want to know who's really behind the liberal media? You're looking at it. It's me. Me and everybody else like me. Just regular people who are informed, who care, and want to put the truth out there, if for no other reason than just that. And that's why I do this, because in the face of such powerful forces that want to push this country into a fascist nightmare, we need as many people as possible on the left speaking out, fighting their lies with the truth. And that's why I do this, and I'll keep doing it, even if my videos only get 10 views. But yes, there is a left-wing media in this country. It's very different from the right-wing media. It's much smaller, more fragmented, more spread out. It doesn't have even a fraction of the money and powerful interest groups behind it that the right-wing media does. And you won't find it on the TV, you won't find it on the corporate news outlets. They'll never tell you the real truth, that the real problem with this country is corruption and billionaires. No. If you want to find actual left-wing news media, you have to go online. And you have to find small, independent outlets that are not taking any money from billionaires or corporations. And those are the outlets that I watch. You know, it may not be perfect. The left-wing media has its problems, like everyone else. But at least I know that the people that I'm watching have no perverse conflicts of interest, no shadowy figures behind the scenes pulling the strings, telling them what to say. They're just actual, independent people who are telling me what they genuinely believe is the truth. Just like what I'm doing right now. So you see, I can explain to you guys on the right exactly who's lying to you, why, and who's profiting from it. I can even give you specific examples, like when Jeff Bezos blocked the Washington Post from endorsing Kamala Harris. It's not a mystery as to why he did that. It's not confusing. He's a billionaire pushing the right-wing agenda. It's obvious. Now you guys, on the other hand, would like to think you can do the same. You'd like to believe that I'm the one who's being lied to and that I'm the one who's been brainwashed. But the truth is, there are no powerful interest groups, corporations, billionaires, individuals, or otherwise, who are ever going to get rich off the left-wing agenda. So I would love to see you try to explain to me who is lying to me, why, and who is profiting from it. You all go around talking about the left-wing lie machine and the liberal media, but honestly, it doesn't even really seem like any of you guys have really thought this through very well at all.
I used to think I could make a difference so many years